So, a live-action Loud House TV Christmas movie is coming. Yeah, let's talk about it. So yes, you heard right. Nickelodeon is coming out with a live-action Loud House TV Christmas movie, as being reported by The Hollywood Reporter. And the THR story has a list of other projects that Nickelodeon is working on that I'll have linked down below in the description. But let's talk about this upcoming Loud House TV movie. What's it about? Here's the description from the THR article I'll have linked down below. Quote, The Loud House, A Very Loud Christmas, a live-action holiday movie based on the long-running animated series, will find Lincoln Loud gearing up for the ultimate Christmas, only to find out most of his 10 sisters have plans to be elsewhere. Lincoln and best friend Clyde go on a mission to sabotage their plans and preserve the family's holiday traditions. Casting is underway, with production set for summer and a holiday season premiere. So I feel like the idea of a live-action Loud House movie, it's kind of like a Diary of a Wimpy Kid situation, where in the case of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies like Roderick Rules, they went from having the book's illustration style, those really simple-looking black and white drawings, to having live actors portray those characters. Now, in the case of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, at least with Roderick Rules, I feel like they were able to make up with that with a good cast that gave some really good jokes and even a couple heartwarming moments. So if this upcoming Loud House TV movie has those kind of things, then I feel it'll at least be decent. But I feel, just doing it in live action, I'm not one of those people that's anti-live action or even anti-turning animated properties into live action. But with a very frantic show like The Loud House, it's really hard for me to imagine it being done in live action. And I mean, in the animated series of The Loud House, you have these characters with the oddly shaped heads and really expressive eyes, and that allows them to really bring out their personalities. So when you go from having that to live actors, they're probably going to get some actors and dress them up just like the Loud House character. Whereas I feel like what they're going to end up doing is having these actors overact and act overly goofy to make up for the lack of the show's animated style. And that just makes me really concerned, especially since I'm coming off of watching the Fairly Odd Parents live action Christmas movie, which I just watched before I started shooting this video. And yeah, it basically had everything I was concerned a live action Fairly Odd Parents movie would have overacting and some really crappy CGI effects. I understand, yes, it's a TV movie, so Nickelodeon isn't going to have like a huge budget, but it looks pretty bad, and yeah, it was just an overly goofy movie. Although I will say Crocker did give a couple funny jokes in that movie. In fairness to this Loud House live action movie, I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as a Fairly Odd Parents, the Christmas movie, because main reason being this movie wouldn't have to be as reliant on CGI, because the Loud House is much more of a down-to-earth series compared to the Fairly Odd Parents. But I suspect they may use some CGI to speed up some of the more comedic scenes. The reason I say that is because in the Loud House, there's actually, in certain scenes, it could actually get quite frantic. Like, I think of, like, the time where Lincoln's sisters were being like overprotective on him. This one time he just had a paper cut and they're like bandaging it up and going all over the place. Or the time where Lincoln is trying to get the best seat of his parents' car and the sisters find out and they have this big fight in the car, or with lots of cartoony smoke and lots of shouting. And I just feel like that's going to be really awkward in a live-action Loud House TV movie, because it's not going to be as easy to suspend disbelief, because it's not going to look realistic. I mean, I think back to there's a couple fast-forwarded scenes in the Fairly Odd Parents Christmas movie, and I remember that just looking really awkward. And it looks awkward because it doesn't look realistic and it doesn't look natural. It just kind of looks like somebody pressed the fast forward button. So I'm concerned they're gonna try doing that kind of stuff in this Loud House live action TV Christmas movie and have some really overly goofy jokes. So I really hope they don't do that, but I feel like I've been feeling really concerned. And I suspect the reason why Nickelodeon wants to make a live-action Loud House TV movie is because they really want to expand on the Loud House since it's a successful franchise for them. I felt that was why they were able to do the Casa Grande's TV show with Lincoln's crush Ronnie Ann. And I feel, not that the Casa Grandes is a bad show. Oh, I like the show myself. I'm just saying I felt the reason they did that was because they saw that Loud House was successful, sort of like, oh, we could try doing a spin-off series, and now we're getting this live-action TV movie. Fortunately, there are still some Nickelodeon projects I am looking forward to, like the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender reboot series, and even the Loud House Netflix movie that is still coming. So who knows? Maybe I'll check out this live-action Loud House movie and it'll be decent. Maybe I'll even do a review of it. But I still feel very skeptical about it. But I want to hear from you. What do you personally think of this? What do you think of the news of this live-action Loud House movie? Are you interested in it? Would you watch it? Leave all those thoughts down below. I know that the news of this movie has kind of generated a very mixed response from the Loud House fandom, so I want to hear your thoughts down below. Until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you all for watching. Hi everyone, thanks for watching this Blood Moon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos, and ring the bell to be notified about my latest uploads. Don't forget to follow me on social media for my latest opinions and video updates. I hope to see you next time.